If you're struggling with sleep and you're curious about melatonin, you're going to want to stay tuned for today's Motivational Monday. Hey everybody, and welcome to Motivational Monday, where you can learn how simple shifts in your habits can lead to profound results in the way that you feel and in the way that you look. So I often get sleep-deprived clients. It's pretty common in New York City to not get enough sleep, and they're always asking me about melatonin. Should I take melatonin? What can I do? Is that a good supplement for me? And here's what I tell them. Melatonin is something that your body naturally creates. So before we start going down the road of supplementation, let's explore why you might be deficient in melatonin and how to properly restore those levels in your body naturally before you have to resort to a supplement. The first thing you want to know is that melatonin is created by serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter that allows you to feel happy and joyful. So when darkness falls at the end of the day, that's when your body begins to make this conversion from serotonin to melatonin. If you live in a very brightly lit city, if you keep on all your computer equipment or you watch TV at night, you're not allowing your pineal gland to create this melatonin because you're not allowing your brain to be exposed to enough darkness. So the first thing you want to look at is, how much light is in my apartment? Do I live in a very brightly lit neighborhood? If so, drop the shades. Really make it as dark as possible. If it helps you and it's comfortable for you, get a sleep mask. If, on the other hand, and this is probably way more common, you keep on all your electronic equipment up until the minute you're trying to fall asleep, or you sleep with the television on, you're absolutely interfering with the production of melatonin, and you're going to have a hard time getting restful and restorative sleep. So those are the first two things you want to look at, but there is absolutely more. Melatonin is considered an anti-aging hormone, and the reason for that is because it balances out your circadian rhythm. So it's responsible for so many functions in your body, or it contributes to the proper functioning of several functions in your body. So because it controls your circadian rhythm, it controls obviously your sleep-wake cycle, your inflammatory responses, so how prone are you to inflammation, your metabolism, whether you're a slow metabolizer or a fast metabolizer. It also contributes to hormonal balance, so if your menstrual cycle's out of whack, or you have low testosterone levels, or you otherwise know that your hormones are out of sync, that's a place to look. And it also can contribute to elevated blood pressure and depression. So you see that it's not just about sleeping, it's really so integral to several aspects of your health and your vitality. So as you see from that list, melatonin is helpful in restoring and maintaining several functions in your body that are vital to your health and well-being. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you how melatonin can be depleted in addition to this deficiency of light from computers and whatnot, and how you can restore it in your body naturally before you have to resort to taking a supplement. The following reasons are ways in which your body can be deficient in melatonin. Number one, and I mention this again because it's so common and so important, is to make the room as dark as possible, because excessive light is one of the primary ways we are deficient in melatonin. So again, shut off your computer, shut off your television set, and make the room as dark as possible. So that would be number one. People who work shift work, so if you work the morning shift and then you work the afternoon shift and then you work the graveyard shift and you're all over the place with your sleep schedule, that absolutely can affect your melatonin levels. So although there might be nothing you can do about that, you want to have healthy practices in between to help you get on a set sleep cycle as best you can in the days that you can do that. People who have erratic sleep cycles, so if you go to sleep at 9 o'clock one day and then at 4 in the morning another day and then at 1 and then at 11, when your sleep is all over the place, you're not allowing your brain to get primed to understand that it needs to release melatonin, much like shift work. So getting onto a regular sleep cycle routine, going to bed at a certain hour within a couple of hours every single night, let's say between 9 and 11, and waking up every day between, let's say, 6 and 8, that's ideal. Other reasons you might be deficient in melatonin is if you travel a lot. So if you're always on a plane and you're traveling through time zones, that absolutely can disrupt your melatonin production. If you have depression, because again, if melatonin is created from serotonin and you're chronically depressed, you're likely deficient in serotonin, therefore not making enough melatonin. Certain medications can deplete melatonin, so non-steroidal anti-inflammatories like Motrin and naproxen, things that are available over the counter. If you take them excessively to, let's say, manage arthritis, that could be a contributing factor, as can some blood pressure medication and if you're deficient in B6. So B6 is a B vitamin that is easily depleted with diuretics, caffeine intake, alcohol intake. So if you're deficient in B6, you might not be creating enough melatonin in your brain. So these are all reasons that you might be deficient. But let's talk about now solutions. So the first thing you want to do to start managing it is do things that boost serotonin production, because if you have more serotonin, you're going to make more melatonin. So exercise is really important because that helps create more serotonin in your body. Eating a whole foods natural diet that's rich in omega-3 essential fatty acids, so wild Alaskan salmon, flax, walnuts, all these things help produce serotonin as well. You also want to cut out the junk food, because the junk food and sugar has been shown to deplete serotonin. So clean up the diet, clean up your lifestyle, and that will help you make more serotonin, which in turn will help you make more melatonin. Additionally, make the room as dark as possible, super important, and then create a sleep routine. Start getting into the habit of having a nighttime ritual. Brush your teeth, put on your pajamas, take a bath if you want. That's also really helpful for restorative sleep, or a shower even. Go to bed at a certain time, shut off your electronic equipment, read something that's not totally engaging, only mildly engaging, so that you can start to wind it down, and do that every single night around the same time. And that will help your body reset its rhythm and understand that sleep is coming and melatonin needs to be produced. So all these factors are really important. But now let's talk about some foods that you can include in your diet to help you as well. So the following foods would be helpful to include in your diet in order to boost more melatonin. The best one is tart cherries. If you can actually get tart cherries and eat them as a fruit, that would be much better than having them as a juice. But what you can also do is just dilute like 2 to 4 ounces in some water and drink it in the evening and see if that helps you. You can also include bananas in your diet, oranges and pineapple, and all of those also help to produce more melatonin in your system. I wouldn't do them all on the same night because that's a lot of sugar intake at once, but maybe rotate them. Pineapple one night, orange the next, banana, and then the tart cherry. But the tart cherry is probably the one to start with, see how you feel when you have it. Also, rice helps to boost melatonin, so including rice with your dinner might be a way to kind of ease your body into that as well. So once you've tried all that, cleaned up your diet, exercised, tried all these great foods in your diet, and you still feel like it's really not helping you and you're interested in a supplement, then I encourage you to talk to your doctor or healthcare practitioner that's familiar with your body, medications that you're taking, and all of that to help you choose the right one. People often go for high doses of melatonin, and that's not necessarily better. Studies show that low doses are just as effective and oftentimes more effective than these massive doses. But before you take a supplement, I really encourage you to clean things up, clean up the diet, do the exercise, because it's not going to help you only with melatonin. It's going to help you have a great life in so many ways. It's going to protect your heart, protect your immune system, protect your mood. So really approaching it in a holistic way before you just resort to supplements is really the way to go. So there's another Motivational Monday for you, and I hope it was helpful. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. What's your experience of melatonin? I know a lot of you are taking it because I speak to you and I get your emails, so I know it's pretty popular out there. I would love to know if you take it in supplement form or if you have found a way to navigate your diet and your lifestyle to create more of it, or if in the discontinuation of a medication, you're naturally creating more of it. Whatever it is, please let me know below because it's really interesting for me to hear your stories. If you like tips like this and you're looking for more of them, come on over to BarbaraMendezNutrition.com and you can sign up for the mailing list there. Once you do, you will automatically receive an email from me every Monday with either a written or a video blog with some sort of information, whether it's a recipe or an inspirational tip to help move you closer to your health goals. You can follow me on Facebook or Twitter. And as always, if you know somebody that would benefit from this information, feel free to pass it along to them. Thanks so much, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful Monday, and I look forward to seeing you next week.